big breaking story is that there's been yet another attempt to put together a third front against the BJP in the run-up to the next general elections, and it seems to have run into some rough weather or really becoming a non-starter. The breaking story on NDTV right now, in an effort to put together a third front against the Saffron Party and prevent the grand old party, that is the Congress, from acting as a big boss of the opposition, quote unquote, the Delhi Chief Minister, NDTV, has learned that the Delhi Chief Minister, Arvind Kejriwal, has written to 7 non-BJP, non-Congress chief ministers. Now, NDTV has accessed this letter that has been written by the Delhi Chief Minister to these non-BJP, non-Congress 7 chief ministers. It's a letter that cites interstate cooperation. It is a letter written to 7 non-BJP, non-Congress chief ministers, inviting them to a dinner, I beg your pardon, in Delhi, a dinner that was planned for the 18th of March, but in the end we're told that no chief ministers could attend. Now let's go across first to Megha. Megha has brought us this big breaking story. Megha, first and foremost, this is can we say that this is yet another attempt to set up a third front in the run-up to the general elections that seems to have become really a non-starter?
Well, Sarah, you can really say that much and perhaps more. And why are we saying this? Because of this particular piece of document. It's a letter. And first, let us just explain the entire story to our viewers. We are breaking the story right now on NDTV. A letter that we have accessed, which has been written by Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, Chief Minister of Delhi. The letter which is dated 5th of March this year. And it says, I'll try to go, scroll the letter down. It says, it is delightful that the Progressive Chief Ministers Group of India, or G8, he calls them G8, loosely being termed as G8. He has written this letter to 7 chief ministers and then, of course, marked he himself. He is writing this letter, Sarah. Why? Because he wants to get them on one platform. And how is he attempting to do that? He is attempting to do that by inviting them for dinner. Let me take you through this content of the letter, which says, let us gather for dinner meeting in Delhi on the evening of 18th March 2023. This will be our first meeting and it will give us an opportunity to discuss the way forward for the group. On the morning of 19th of March 2023, the G8 group could hold a joint press conference and announce the launch of the forum, introducing it to the people of India. As has been indicated by many chief ministers, weekend dates would help us avoid inconvenience and overlap with budget session. Let's go to the next page of this letter, and then we'll make you see to who all it has been marked. Right, these are the potential participants to whom the letter was given, because they were awaiting, Mr. Kejriwal was awaiting a response and a confirmation from these chief ministers, hence he calls them potential participants. Number 1, it's Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan, the Chief Minister of Kerala. You have Mr. Nitish Kumar, Chief Minister of Bihar, M.K. Stalin, Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, K. Chandrasekhar Rao, Chief Minister of Telangana, Mamta Banerjee, Chief Minister of West Bengal, Hemant Soren, Chief Minister of Jharkhand, Arvind Kejriwal himself, and Bhagwant Mann, Chief Minister of Punjab. He says, let us come together to mark a new beginning for our states and our country. So that's the interesting letter, Sarah, that NDTV is right now breaking.
All right, so another stab at setting up a third front that seems to have gone to a non-starter. Megha, you've just taken us through who the invitees were, or who Arvind Kejriwal chose to send this letter to. But our sources in Telangana, in Bengal, and the Bihar Chief Minister's teams have confirmed that there was this secret outreach. What are we learning about why the chief ministers say they were not able to attend?
Yeah, I'll get to that part of your question, Sarah. But what's interesting is that all of this was kept hush-hush. And one is wondering why. I mean, if you are attempting to bring chief ministers of different political parties on one platform, trying to take on BJP, and you are also trying to keep your distance from the Congress, well, Mamata Banerjee is also doing the same. Mamata Banerjee, Akhilesh Yadav, they just had a meeting the other day. She has officially said that she is traveling to Orissa to meet the Chief Minister, Mr. Patnaik, there. So they are doing it in public eye. What we can't understand is why Mr. Arvind Kejriwal would want to keep this a complete secret, his office not wanting to say much on it, a complete hush-hush. Maybe there was a plan to sort of announce it to the world, like he says in the letter, announce it to the world about this new forum of ours. Now, yes, since you have asked this question, let me answer this. What happened to this invite? Very interesting, Sarah. We have a confirmation from Telangana that the Chief Minister was unable to make it. Two reasons were, first, the developments that are happening back in his state, and he is really not keeping well. So it looks like this was the reason why he politely said no to Mr. Kejriwal. From the Bihar Chief Minister's office, we have a confirmation that both the leaders spoke on the phone, but unofficially we were told that, Mr. Nitish Kumar has been very busy with the assembly, he couldn't travel, so perhaps maybe, a later date can be decided. But then they confirmed this happened. From Mamata Banerjee's office, from, of course, her party, we've been told that attempts are on, and what they are telling us is let Mamata Banerjee first meet the Orissa Chief Minister. We will tell you later. But yeah, all of this is in the works. Now, the point is that Mr. Kejriwal, in the capacity of the Chief Minister, Sarah, mind you, he is not writing as the head of Aam Aadmi Party. He is not writing as a politician. He is writing this letter as the Chief Minister of Delhi to what he calls, quote unquote, progressive chief ministers of India, and he calls the group G8, and then he's inviting them over for dinner at Kapurthala House on a certain date. In fact, he says on 18th of March, 7 p.m. onwards, and then he also confirms the time and date for the huge grand press conference that he had planned, which was the following day on 19th of March at 11 a.m. So he had set all of this. It's not as if, it was kept fluid. They were to discuss it further. He has given you the date, he's given you the time. What happened to the invite is the big question. Did all of these... Yeah, Sarah, go ahead.
So, Megha, then let's address the elephant in the room. It is safe to say this is clearly nobody wants to cede space to Arvind Kejriwal or to anybody else, because everybody considers themselves as the only challenger for the BJP in the run-up to these elections.
I mean, isn't it sort of understood, Sarah, that, for these kind of politicians, I mean, we are talking about Mamata Banerjee, right? A leader in her own right, and I don't think she is the one who wants to come under the umbrella of any other party, right? Let alone, I mean, you've seen all the attempts that the Congress has made and the way TMC stays away from them again and again and again. So clearly for Mamata Banerjee to come and sort of, hold the hand under an umbrella, which says Arvind Kejriwal very clearly, may not really happen. You're talking about Stalin. People as experienced and old as Stalin, Pinari, Vijayan. What would these chief ministers and these political parties, would they really want to come under the leadership of Mr. Arvind Kejriwal? Now, the question is, Arvind Kejriwal can be a part of the conversation that Mamata Banerjee on one hand and Samajwadi Party on the other hand has started. But no, here is an attempt, Sarah, here is an attempt to show that I am the one at the center of it. Please come join me. That could be one of the reasons, Sarah, that we do not really see much of an interest or an enthusiasm for taking this ahead. This might still be in the works, but what we are learning is that each of them have had a reason to politely sort of say that they will not be able to make it. Now, whether this Arvind Kejriwal is able to push through it and have a meeting of all of these people under his so-called leadership in the future, we don't know. But as of now, 18th date is gone. 19th date is gone. None of the chief ministers were here in Delhi. We did not see any dinner meeting happen. Neither did we see a grand press conference.